friends, facing our fears, laughing through the chaos and drinking some beers. So here's to the laughs, the crumbs and the cheers, all the awkward moments, and we're still here. Cause in the end we're just doing our thing. It's our crazy life, oh, one more thing. Oh, one more thing. Oh!
Hey everyone, I am Rob and welcome to Oh and One More Thing.
Hey, and I'm Brian. It's our podcast where we are brave enough to Google it live and pretend it was planned all along.
Nobody knows the difference.
That's exactly what happens.
Hey, speaking
sometimes.
of Google, so recently I got noticed, because we use, I use Google for most everything, but I also use Google for our storage for this podcast.
Yeah.
And they bumped me up from my 2 terabyte plan to my 5 terabyte plan for no reason whatsoever.
Really?
No, the reason is because of AI.
What do you mean?
Well, because they're getting more into AI, so apparently they're giving more storage because of it.
Oh, that's great.
Well, it is great, but it's weird though, isn't it? You use
So
AI.
we can save more podcasts,
Yes,
right?
it's so true. Yeah, but you use AI a little bit in your daily life, work life.
I do.
Yeah.
Learning it to how to tie it into my business, and it's interesting. It's different. It doesn't do what I want it to do yet.
Right.
Unless I'm writing, then it helps me out a lot.
Right.
It's a little helper.
Yeah, I'm using it more when I have to do things for work, like emails or things like that, or any sort of documents. But I have used it a little bit for like photos.
Yeah.
Like my phone is one of the first ones to have the whole you can change images and things a couple years ago.
Yep, right.
And that was AI.
Okay.
They didn't call it that at the time. They called it different names for
Sure.
it. But that was AI. But that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn AI along with everybody else.
Yeah. It's also a little scary, some of the things it can do.
To a point. It's only as good as what you want to input into it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out and learn, because it's not as easy as everyone thinks it is.
Right.
So it doesn't always put out what I wanted, because I have to challenge myself and change the words, my prompt.
Right. And the hardest thing, I think, especially on social media, is you don't know what's AI and what's not anymore.
Right.
I mean,
because there's some really good stuff out there.
I don't know if I'd call it good, but it's
there are some really
realistic
some things out there.
Right? Yeah. But I just want to assure everybody listening, I guarantee we're human, not AI, because
you can tell how many times we mess up.
Well, I know AI would sound as stupid as we do. That's just fact.
So maybe we should make this an AI podcast. I wouldn't sound so stupid.
I don't know. So anyway, what'd you have for dinner tonight?
We just had leftovers, Swedish meatballs, mashed potatoes, broccoli. It was delicious.
Sounds good. Yeah, dinners are kind of like math. I mean, if you add too much, you have leftovers, but if you subtract too much, you're still hungry.
Exactly. You don't want too much, but you need some leftovers because, we got to figure out lunches the next day. So how do you draw that fine line?
Right, I know. And it's tough coming up with different ideas for dinner all the time. I mean, how do you not get in a rut?
I want something healthy, but also something that tastes like it was not healthy.
So basically pizza with the side of denial.
Yeah, exactly.
We've stumbled across cauliflower crust pizzas recently. I think we talked about this a couple episodes ago.
Did we?
I found them at, of course, Costco.
I don't remember any of that because that's too healthy.
Yeah, right. Well, so I found them at Costco. I know it's a shocker. I found a couple different kinds, and they're both really, really good.
Yeah? What kind are they?
Cauliflower crust.
Sorry, I put you on the spot.
I mean, one of them is sausage pepperoni, which is just my general go-to pizza, and then one was a supreme, but they're both pretty good.
But if it has vegetables on it, it's basically a balanced meal, right?
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, by that logic, extra cheese is just dairy for strong bones.
Right. I love it.
Yeah.
See? Basically nutrition. No, see? We're basically nutritionists. Speaking of nutrition,
Yes.
Have you ever read the label on food packages?
Oh my God, holy crap. What the hell is all that stuff on there anyway?
I know, it's crazy, right?
Right. I mean, I'm all for convenience, but it's like you need a degree in biology and or chemistry to understand what all those stupid ingredients are, and are they even healthy for you?
So why don't we take a look at some of those so-called ingredients that we are eating on a day-to-day basis?
Do we have to? I mean, ignorance is bliss,
Well, it is, but, we got to know what we're putting in our bodies.
All right, fine. So, yes, prepackaged foods are convenient, but they often contain a mix of whole food ingredients, additives, and processing aids. So we have a list of some of the most common ingredients, what they do, and what research says about their effects on health.
Processing aid? I thought processing aid was Microsoft Copilot. I got a joke in there.
Oh, Brian. Okay, on that note, we're going to start with refined grains. So
Refined.
Refined, isn't that what I said?
Refined.
I said refined?
Yeah.
Refined grains, or enriched wheat flour, basically.
Okay.
So what they are is grains stripped of bran and germ, then sometimes enriched with added B vitamins and iron to them. So why are they used? Because it improves the texture, adds to the shelf life, and helps to reduce the cost.
Okay, that's interesting.
Removing the germ and bran. Why would you remove the germ? Isn't germ bad for you anyway?
It depends what kind of germ you're talking about.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Well, not the wheat germ.
Wheat germ's good for you?
I'm going to go with yes.
That germ is good, but other germs are bad.
Right. Well, bacteria germs are bad. Well, I can't say that either because sometimes you need a good bacteria.
Some bacteria is good.
Oh my gosh, just skip back to the topic.
Okay, fine. Anyway, removing the germ and bran enables easier, large-scale processing and storage, allowing for cheaper, mass-produced staples.
See? Right there.
There you go.
If you would have just read ahead, you would have known.
I don't read ahead. You know that. All right. So the nutritional impact, though, so it's lower in fiber and micronutrients than whole grains, and diets high in refined grains are linked to higher risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease, while whole grains are protective against these issues.
Okay, good. So the evidence of this is studies involving large groups of people, like those conducted at the Harvard School of Public Health, consistently show a link between eating whole grains and a lower risk of metabolic and cardiovascular problems.
Makes sense.
The bottom line, whole foods are nutritious, but the benefit decreases when they are refined.
Oh, right. I mean, like when I usually buy bread for making sandwiches, I usually get like a whole grain, and there's an oat nut one I really like.
Right.
I usually get that. I try and stay away from the Wonder Bread.
Right. We don't like Wonder Bread.
No, and straight white bread. Try and stay away from that. I always try and get something wheat or wheat grain or something like that.
Something that has a little bit more nutritional value.
Right.
All right, so the next one is added sugar. We all know that's going to be bad for us. So that means high fructose corn syrup, sucrose, and dextrose.
Those are big words.
Yes, they are. And what they are is sweeteners added during the food processing. Okay, so why are they used? For added flavor, for longer preservation, and helps the browning when cooking.
Oh, okay.
The nutritional facts are high intake increases risk of obesity, fatty liver, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease.
Yeah, I think we all kind of knew that from our days of eating cereal as a kid, right? Mm-hmm.
And also liquid sugars like sodas. Again, we all know that that's not great for us.
Don't drink your sugar.
Are especially problematic because they don't trigger fullness effectively.
Yeah, so the evidence of this, or studies are published in journals such as the JAMA Internal Medicine that indicate that consuming higher amounts of added sugar is linked to an elevated risk of death from cardiovascular disease.
Not death.
That's what it says. And the bottom line is added sugars are harmful in excess. It's best minimized.
I know added sugars are bad, but it just tastes so much better.
Right? I mean, they wouldn't add them if there wasn't a reason. It's because they taste better.
Tastes better and you want to buy more.
Yeah. I have a whole question on sugar substitutes, but as I never do, I read ahead a little bit.
What?
And we have a section on sugar substitutes a little bit later on in this podcast, right after this ad. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Rob.
We all know that Spring Green fertilizes our lawn and sprays for weeds.
And it looks fantastic.
Did you also know they offer a bunch of other services?
Like making mosquitoes go away? We love our mosquito-free yard, especially in Minnesota. You know mosquitoes are the official state bird, right?
I'm fairly certain it's the loon, but yes, no mosquitoes rock.
And liquid aerations rock. And mechanical aerations and overseeding and lawn insect control.
Oh my! And don't forget about the total home pest and rodent control.
That's right. My house is mouse-free.
See what Spring Green can do for you at spring-green.com for a personalized quote specific to your property. That's spring-green.com.
And tell them and one more thing sent you.
All right, so the next one we're going to go over is industrial seed oils. That'd be soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, those kind of things.
Okay.
So what they are is they're highly refined vegetable oils rich in omega-6 fats.
Okay.
And they're used because they're cheap, they have neutral flavor, and really long shelf life.
Well, it's probably good, I guess.
Probably a good thing. So the nutritional impact is they provide essential fatty acids. The excess omega-6 relative to omega-3 may promote inflammation, though this is debated. And when repeatedly heated, for example, deep frying, they can form harmful oxidation products.
Ooh, not good. The evidence of this, the American Heart Association supports replacing saturated fats with unsaturated vegetable oils to lower the LDL cholesterol.
That's the bad one, right?
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay, so the bottom line of this is they're not inherently harmful, but quality and the balance matter.
Okay, so but what are the omega-6 fats? You only hear about the omega-3 fats.
Okay, so the omega-6 fatty acids are a type of essential polyunsaturated fat, or the PUFA, found in the vegetable oils, nuts, seeds, and processed foods. They are necessary for health, supporting brain function, skin health, and hormone production. but should be consumed in moderation alongside omega-3s, as high intake can contribute to inflammation.
So far of the first three I've heard is moderation is key,
Moderation is key.
right? Like anything. And here's my issue though, like deep fried foods.
Yeah?
How can you not like deep fried foods? But that's exactly what this whole industrial seed oils is it's all deep fried foods.
Well, not always.
Mostly is.
Mostly, but yeah.
So if I'm buying, I know you make everything from scratch. I don't. So I'm breaking out my bag of frozen onion rings from the grocery store.
Rob.
I put them in my air fryer.
Okay, well, that's partially better. But, when they made those pre-processed foods
Yeah.
in the factory,
Yeah.
they used a lot of already probably omega-6 fatty acids to pre-cook them.
Which is why they taste so good. But yes,
I'm going to break you of that habit pretty soon.
No, you're not. But I agree. Moderation is key. Like have a couple, awesome, but don't eat the whole damn bag.
Right, because you ever read the serving size?
Oh, it's like 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Stick to the serving size.
Well,
But can you? I can't do that.
Who can do that?
I ate like half a bag of chips before I realized the serving size was 3 chips.
Like the scoop of ice cream I take out of my thing, like it's like 2 tablespoons is like the serving size.
Don't you fill up your entire bowl
I
with
put
ice
like
cream?
12 scoops in that damn thing. And then I put a crap ton of chocolate sauce on top of
On top, and then maybe maybe you got nuts, maybe you got chocolate chips, maybe you have some other toppings. It tastes amazing.
So good.
All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is sodium. We all know that's going to be bad, right? Salt, sodium phosphate, or sodium nitrate. So what it is a preservative and a flavor enhancer.
Duh.
You ever put salt on something, it tastes much better, right? Of
course.
So it's used obviously for taste and for food safety. So the nutritional impact is that high sodium intake increases blood pressure and cardiovascular risk.
Well, I get that. I have high blood pressure, so that's the first thing they tell you is watch your salt intake.
Yeah, but it tastes so good. Why? I can't.
Just like the onion.
Just take more pills.
Exactly. I mean, and obviously the evidence of this, the World Health Organization recommends limiting sodium to reduce hypertension and heart disease risk.
Heart disease, not good.
Nope. And the bottom line is necessary in small amounts, harmful in excess, but it's very common in packaged foods.
What about those onion rings you just spoke of?
What about them?
Could they be high in sodium, Rob?
We're not talking about that.
Have you ever looked at the sodium label?
But here's the thing that I do like a lot. I put on a lot of my foods, not regular table salt, but I put garlic salt on a lot of things.
Okay, so do you not think there's still salt in garlic
Well,
salt?
of course there is, but there's also garlic, which
It's
is good
in
for
the
you.
name, Rob.
I understand, but garlic's good for you, so I'm offsetting it.
Yeah, garlic can be good for you. Fresh garlic.
What about Mrs. Dash?
Oh, that's terrible.
But it's not salt.
Yeah, but it's full of
I
preservatives.
know, but remember when that first came out, like they piped that as the non-salt alternative and used a ton of this instead of salt. I'm like, dude, it's the same damn
It's
thing.
terrible.
It's different, but it's the same.
If anybody remembers Mrs. Dash.
Mrs. Dash. I remember the song even. All right, next one. So preservatives. So BHA, BHT, sodium benzoate.
What the heck are those things?
Well, they're chemicals that prevent spoilage.
Okay.
And they use them to extend the shelf life.
Right.
But the nutritional impact is they're approved in regulated amounts, but some, for example, the BHA and the BHT, have raised concerns in animal studies at high doses.
Okay, so the evidence of this is regulatory bodies like the U.S. Food and Drug Administration deem them safe within established limits, though long-term human data is limited. Okay, so the bottom line, generally considered safe in small amounts, long-term effects still being studied.
Right, so what happens in high doses?
I think you die.
Wah, wah.
So what is a BHA and BHT anyway?
I think there's a reason they gave us the initials, 'cause I think these are really, really long words.
Right.
I wish you luck, my friend.
Okay, so BHA, I'm sorry, so BHA is butylated.
Butylated. Yeah.
Hydroxynsol. Hydroxynisol. Okay, so BHA is butylated. Nope, that's not right.
Butylated. Hydrox, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, we're going to just bypass those and say that BHA and BHT are synthetic antioxidant preservatives widely used to prevent spoilage that have raised concerns due to the studies linking high-dose exposure to cancer and organ toxicity in laboratory animals. Mm-hmm. While BHA is considered reasonably anticipated to be a human carcinogen, this sounds terrible, by the National Toxicology Program, boy, say that a few times, based on a rodent four-stomach tumors.
What?
Okay, this is what they say.
Okay.
Many researchers consider low levels used in food safe, particularly as humans lack the specific forestomach structure.
Okay.
I don't think this is a good
So
idea
hang
at
on a
all.
second. So we're testing all this in rats, which I get. You're not going to test it on humans. You got to test it on something. You're doing it on rats. I get all that. But you're testing on something that says, okay, it's killing the rodent stomachs, but humans don't have that stomach, so it's okay.
Right. So apparently it's okay. So all I got out of all that, which was a tongue twister to say,
Right.
was BHA and BHT. Nada. Don't do it. Keep it out of your diet.
So, but I think it's hard to keep.
It is because they don't. Do they always tell you everything? No.
Right.
So you don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Try real hard.
All right. How about emulsifiers?
Okay.
So
I get the idea of what an emulsifier is.
Soy lectin, carrageenan, polysorbate 80. See, I've heard the polysorbate one.
That was a big thing back in the day.
Yeah, that was a big thing. So what they are is they help oil and water mix and improve the texture.
Okay.
And they're used for creaminess and stability.
Ooh, extra creaminess.
Extra
I like
creamy
that.
is good. The nutritional impact is emerging research suggests some emulsifiers may disrupt gut microbiota.
I always thought that was microbiome. But anyway, microbiota.
Microbiota, and promotes inflammation.
Okay. And their evidence of this is studies published in Nature in 2015 found certain emulsifiers altered gut bacteria and increased inflammation in mice.
we're back to the
so
rodent research.
obviously it would do it in me too, right?
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, we're exactly the same.
Right.
So the bottom line of this is more research is needed. Frequent intake may not be good.
Here's my problem with all this. Can I go back to my first comment where ignorance is bliss?
No, because you're going to, you die.
Okay, I know people that were chain smokers that lived to 90 and the ones that died at 45. I know hippie granola freaks who lived to be 90 and died at 45. I don't think it matters. I don't know what I'm eating.
I think it does matter a little bit. You should try to keep these processed chemicals out of your body.
Does that include like Doritos?
You don't think those are processed?
I know, but I love them.
No.
so
You
good.
need to break some habits there, buddy. Okay, so artificial colors, red 40, yellow 5, blue 1. Never heard of blue 1
Okay,
before.
but this has been like a hot topic lately. Like, they're pulling all these out of a bunch of
All
stuff.
the
right?
red's getting pulled out.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So, though obviously they are synthetic dyes,
Okay.
and they're to enhance the appearance, to make it look tastier, better. You want to eat more of it.
Right.
Your Doritos have red 40 in them.
So why is that a bad thing?
So the nutritional impact is there's no nutritional value.
It just makes them pretty.
Makes them pretty. That's it. So you want to eat more because it looks good because you eat with your eyes.
Right.
Some studies link certain dyes to hyperactivity in sensitive children.
Well, kids are hyper in general.
Well, do you want them more hyper?
Isn't that what sugar is for?
Right. Give them a soda.
Right? So the evidence of this is the European Food Safety Authority requires warning labels for certain dyes due to possible behavioral effects.
Right.
And the bottom line is they're cosmetic, they're best minimalized, especially for children sensitive to them.
Okay. So back to our comment just a minute ago when some of the red dyes are being taken out.
Yeah.
The FDA has banned red dye number 3. So apparently,
That's what I've been
red dye number 40 is okay.
That one's fine. Number 3. All right.
So they're taking it out of foods and ingested drugs due to cancer risk found in, of course, what else?
Animals.
Animal studies. While already banned in cosmetics since 1990, the new federal ban requires food manufacturers to phase it out by January 15th, 2027. So that's coming up quick. And drug companies by January 18th, 2028.
Okay. And General Mills is also removing artificial petroleum-based dyes from its products, aiming to eliminate synthetic colors from all U.S. cereals and K-12 school foods by this summer, 2026. And as of March 26th, the company has already removed these dyes from K-12 school foods and intends to remove them from their entire U.S. retail portfolio by the end of 2027.
So that's kind of crazy. Do you think kids will eat less?
I don't think they know the difference.
Don't you?
Honestly, I truly don't. At that age, it's good.
Right.
K through 12. I take that back. K through like 5, I don't think they really care. Like, it's lunchtime. Let's eat.
Let's eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And other major food companies like Kraft Heinz, Nestle, Conagra Brands and Tyson Foods and Hershey are actively removing artificial petroleum-based dyes, including the red dyes, from products by 2026 to 2027. Other companies joining the shift include Walmart and on their private brands, PepsiCo, and Sam's Club, focusing on healthier, natural color alternatives.
Okay, so clearly the red dye is the big issue.
Well, I think that's what started it.
That's the start. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you remember back in our school age days, like back in the 70s, when they taught you how to brush your teeth?
Yeah.
And they have you chomp on a little red dye thing to see where you missed?
I can't believe that the red dye was in that.
You think that was nothing but red dye number 3 and they're feeding to us like candy?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's
It's
bad.
in all the candy.
Oh, it's in everything, dude.
It's in the candy I'm eating right now.
Wait, you brought Reese's Pieces and aren't sharing them?
There's no red in Reese's Pieces.
Well, so the next one, artificial and non-nutritive sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and stevia.
Okay, those don't even sound good.
Well, I mean, I kind of know what they are, so I kind of like them. So low or zero calorie sugar substitutes, and they're used because you can sweeten stuff without the calories, obviously.
Yeah.
Where do you think your 0 calorie Mountain Dew comes from?
Yeah, but it doesn't taste good.
Oh, it does too. Zero sugar Baja Blast from Taco Bell is the best.
No, it's not. You can
know
always
anything.
taste that fake sugar.
Whatever, moving on. The nutritional impact, it may help reduce calorie intake short term, but some observational studies link high intake to metabolic changes, though evidence is mixed. And here's the part we've talked about before.
Yeah, we have talked
Because
about it.
I think your mind, it may be zero sugar, the nutritional fact may be nothing in there, but your mind doesn't know the difference.
It does, and I will argue that point because back in the day when I did drink soda, and we were Diet Pepsi people, and it came to the point where I couldn't drink it anymore. I had to switch over to regular Pepsi because I couldn't take the taste.
Well, that's more of a you issue, the taste issue. See,
Right.
I prefer
This
Diet
is what
Pepsi.
I'm saying.
But I prefer Diet Pepsi over regular cola because I think the regular cola has a very lingering kind of just bleh taste, where to me the Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi are more crisp and refreshing and kind of seem to go down smoother.
100% disagree.
But see, you also like bourbon and I don't.
Yeah. So what's wrong with
So our
that?
palates are a little different.
No.
Newsflash. We have different palates.
I cook from scratch. You eat out of a can.
What's
You
the
like
point?
Spam. I don't.
Love Spam.
All right, so the evidence of this is in 2023, the World Health Organization advised against long-term use of non-sugar sweeteners, Rob, for weight control based on limited long-term benefit evidence. Does that make any sense?
It makes sense.
The bottom line is likely safe in moderation, not a magic solution for weight loss.
Well, of course, I wouldn't use it for weight loss, but a recent study in 25 and 26 it linked high consumption of artificial sweeteners, so aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin. I'm not saying that right. Sucralose, aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin to faster cognitive decline, up to 62% faster, equivalent to 1.6 years of aging. That's a scary stat.
That is.
Particularly in adults under 60 and those with diabetes. Well, you're over 60. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're
I
fine.
can drink all that I
Drink all
want
you
to drink. It doesn't matter for me anymore. I'm on the downslide.
Research also indicates potential brain-related appetite disruption, which means eating behaviors that do not match the body's actual nutritional needs.
Right?
Okay, so I did a little bit more research on this because this one to me is a little fascinating. So,
Oh, good. I like getting deep in the woods.
So the sugar substitutes, we know what their additives, including the artificial sweeteners we've all talked about, and the natural options like the stevia, the monk fruit, sugar alcohols, and xylitol. While they may help reduce the sugar and calorie intake, some natural alternatives, such as honey and maple syrup, still contain calories and sugar. Like we didn't know that.
Honey and maple syrup. I like that.
So good, right? And the long-term effects of artificial sweeteners are still being studied, so moderation, again, is the key. And focusing on whole foods is recommended. So we all know the artificial sweeteners we've used forever. Equal, Sweet and Low, Splenda, right?
Yep.
Okay. So those are fake.
No.
We know so do you know what the natural sweeteners are? The stevia. You know what that is?
Yeah, I know what it is. I can taste the difference. I don't like it.
Okay. So stevia is derived from a plant.
Yeah.
So 0 calories, and it's 200 to 400 times sweeter than sugar.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
It's more sweet to me than I am expecting, and
Right.
I know that I can taste the difference.
Right, you need such a small amount to make it hit. Another one that we've actually used for baking quite a few times, it's harder to find now, but we've used it is monk fruit.
Yeah, we have some monk fruit.
Yeah, so that again,
sweeteners.
0 calories. That's 100 to 250 times sweeter than sugar.
Wow.
So again, you need a very, very small amount. So it tells you to use a tablespoon of sugar. You need like a freaking milligram of stevia or monk fruit.
Okay.
You need, like nothing. Sugar alcohol, so xylitol, erythritol, and sorbitol, those are low calorie, found in a lot of sugar-free products. And I'm pretty sure that's what you're tasting.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then allulose, I've never heard of this one. It's a low calorie. It's naturally present in some foods. I've never heard of that before.
No, I haven't either.
Yeah. But the natural sweeteners that you can use, but they do contain sugar, is honey.
I like it.
Has a lot of antioxidants and minerals, but still has calories and sugar.
And it never spoils.
Never, I debate that, but whatever.
Come on now. We can do a whole podcast on honey.
Yes, we could. Oh, honey.
Honey.
You're so sweet. Maple syrup contains minerals, but is still sugar.
It's from our friends from the north.
Yep. Coconut sugar. I've never used that. Have you?
No. What's
Yeah.
coconut sugar?
Well, it's similar to table sugar, but with trace minerals.
Okay.
And agave nectar.
Yeah, we have that.
That's super high in fructose.
Oh, yeah. So not so good.
Not so good. So
Tastes good.
again, moderation is key. Processing. Many natural sweeteners are still processed, so look for unrefined options when possible. And it's hidden in a lot of foods. So substitutes are in a lot of things like diet sodas, cereals, and sauces. So check the ingredient list. And they're still working on the health ingredients, or the health effects, I should say.
Or just make it everything from scratch.
Moving on.
All right. So the next one is trans fats, partially hydrogenated oils.
Okay.
So what they are is artificial fats created to solidify oils. And they're used to improve shelf life and texture because you always like good texture while you're eating.
Texture.
So the nutritional impact is strongly linked to increased heart disease risk.
Pretty much everything we've been talking about. In
Everything. Every single one
Right?
of these is some kind of bad heart disease thing.
Yeah, but that's what I think we've known about for a while because the evidence of it's banned in a ton of countries. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration determined they are not generally recognized as safe, but yet they haven't banned them. So FYI, they're bad for you, but do what you
But
want.
just eat them anyway.
Yeah. And the bottom line is they're harmful. Now they're now pretty much largely removed from the U.S. food supply. Food companies removed roughly 98% of artificial trans fats from the U.S. food supply between 2015 and 2018, following FDA regulations that effectively banned these oils, but didn't ban them, but effectively banned them. 2019 and 2020, most manufactured products are now trans fat free, although trace amounts may still exist in some items.
Sure. That was a big push there for a long time, getting rid of the trans fats.
Right. Isn't that, what were those, the chips that were made with Olestra? Do you remember
No,
that?
I don't know what that is.
You don't remember this?
No.
Oh, this was huge. This was, I was also working at Target, so I think it was the early 2000s.
Okay.
This was the next big breakthrough in chips, in
Okay.
snack foods. The oil they were made in was Olestra.
What is Olestra? I thought that was a pole dancer.
It's a no, that's a star. No, it was the next fatty oil to what they made them in. But here's the problem: it created anal leakage.
Okay, that does not sound
So,
good at all.
You'd eat half a bag of them, and then next thing you know, 2 or 3 hours later,
You're pooping your pants.
no, you're not pooping. There's this little oil leaking out of the backside of the bum, and there's absolutely nothing you can do to stop it. Like you can't squeeze hard enough to stop it; it would just leak out.
That's gross, Rob.
You don't remember this?
No, but
Maybe I remember more because
I'm going to have to look it up.
I may remember more because I worked in retail and it was like a huge thing. Like they ripped them off the shelf so freaking fast.
Oh, that's so
Destroyed them
gross.
all. It lasted, it was probably 3-4 months and those suckers were gone.
Ugh,
Yeah.
Weird.
Anyway,
Okay, so what about all of those ingredients on the labels that we cannot pronounce?
isn't that pretty much everything we just talked about tonight?
Yeah, well, we
There's
kind
more?
of got them.
I know those are the worst, but they're usually something like carrageenum,
Carrageenum.
maltodextrin.
Okay, what about this one? Zodicarboneuramide.
Oh my God, there's a lot of consonants in that word. Xylitol, heard of that one.
Yep.
And tocopherol,
I've never heard of that one.
tocopherol. I've never heard of that either.
So these are generally used as preservatives, stabilizers, thickeners, and sweeteners. But here's the thing. If you can't pronounce it, you probably shouldn't be eating it.
Amen, brother.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, have you heard of an app called Yucca?
It's yucca.
Hey, have you heard of an app called Yucca?
Yes, actually.
Well, I haven't. So what is it?
I have it on my phone.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you just scan a UPC code on any product in the store anywhere.
Okay.
And it immediately tells you if it's a good product, a medium product, or a bad product for you to ingest, to eat. It's amazing. It has a ranking system and everything, and you can tell right away without having to read this huge label, this is bad, don't buy it.
So here's my question. Who determines if it's bad for you?
The yucca people.
Okay, well, how do I know that I trust the yucca people?
It's based on all the things on the list that we just read.
So basically what you're telling me, it's online, therefore it must be true.
Again, Rob, yes, I believe everything online. You know this about me.
do know
And who writes this content but me?
That's
so I
right.
believe all
I believe
of
it all. Again, we're human, not AI.
And I believe Yuka's telling me what to eat and not to eat.
And honestly, that sounds like a pretty cool app. Like if you're curious about if something, I mean, if you're trying to determine between 2 or 3 products, here's just going to give you the best option.
Right. It's an opportunity to at least look at the 2 or 3 options you've got and say, let's pick the best one.
Right. So basically, in the end, it's best to focus your diet on whole foods, using convenience items as a supplement rather than the main component of your cart, as studies, such as those in the BMJ, link diets high in ultra-processed foods to increased health risks.
So when choosing foods, opt for the whole grains over refined flour and be mindful of the ingredients like emulsifiers and artificial dyes, which have raised questions in research published in journals like Nature.
And additionally, pay attention to these limits and exclusions. So sodium, your salt, keep your intake under about 2,300 milligrams per day, aligning with the World Health Organization's recommendations. And let me tell you, that's tough to do. If you ever paid attention to that,
would be hard.
That one's extremely hard to do.
Yep. Also pay attention to added sugars.
Yeah.
Limit these, especially high fructose corn syrups and other syrups.
Right. So basically drink 0 sugar Baja Blast from Taco Bell and you're golden.
No, don't drink that at all.
I drink it every week. And artificial trans fats. And artificial trans fats. Avoid partially hydrogenated oils, which have been banned by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Oh, hang on a second. The line we read earlier said they weren't quite banned yet,
They're banned enough.
but now they're banned.
They're
5 minutes later, they banned them.
You should just go with the fact that they are banned and keep that in your mind and try to stay away from them.
I'm with you.
Okay.
All right. So remember that not all packaged foods are poor choices, like Doritos. Items like whole grain bread, yogurt, and canned beans can be excellent additions to your diet.
Amen, brother.
That's right.
As always, please follow us on the socials on Oh and One More Thing Pod and Facebook and Instagram for highlights and news for upcoming shows.
And if you have a show idea for us or just want to give us some feedback, send us an email to ohandOneMoreThingPod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you.
Plus, we still have some merchandise, t-shirts, and caps. If you're interested, just send us an email.
Oh, and one more thing. Remember, produce, eggs, meat, seafood, and frozen veggies are your real friends.
All of those are our friends.
And treat the center aisles like a proceed with caution zone.
That's right.
When buying packaged foods, pick short ingredient lists with words you can pronounce, skip added sugars and partially hydrogenated oils, keep sodium in check, and if it reads like a chemistry experiment, maybe put it back. Convenience is fine. Just don't let ultra-processed foods run the show. Your heart will thank you.
If you learned anything from this podcast, do that. Just stay away from those things you can't pronounce.
Yeah, absolutely, my friend.
Bye, everybody.
All right, see you later.
I can still eat donuts, right?
Oh, heck yeah.